Hello everybody, welcome to a how-to video on the setup for getting the Lava Dragon bots. I got some comments asking kind of more specifically how to do it, especially on how the bots log out so fast. So I thought I'd explain it a little bit as best as I can, or from what I've learned. We'll start off, you want good magic gear. I think having a Curse Scepter is kind of one of the tricks. I think that's because the bots use it to attack the dragons, so I think they're coded to not really worry about players who are wearing it as long as they're not skulled. I think that's how I was getting the very first kill every trip, because I made sure to lose my skull. It felt like the first kill the bots never even hopped at all. They just wouldn't log out because they assumed I was a bot as well because I was using the same scepter. So I think that's kind of a little trick. Other than that, good mage gear. I like to bring an imbued cape because it gives a lot more magic bonuses. I like to bring a range switch, mainly for killing PKers. The bots technically don't pray against mage. They only do when you freeze them, but after they're frozen they don't. So it's mainly for PKers. But sometimes, like the Trident bots, they don't pray at all, so knives kill them really quickly. You also need to bring freezes, either entangles or these ice sacks like I have. I like to bring, again, a spec weapon for PKers or something, seeds for PKers. And then for potions, you want offensive potions for what you're using. I like to pre-sip anti-fire. It lasts about 15 minutes, so that helps a little bit because those dragons hit hard, especially since I have one defense. A stamina, prayer, combo food, basic stuff. So when we're going, I like to sip the anti-fire. It gives you time. And then I like to get a Revenant Cave teleport to get right in there. And then I like to go this way because this is how the bots leave when they're banking. Sometimes you can see them coming, going to the bank because they run down, and you can get a free little bot kill when they have a full inventory, so it's usually worth more. Because the worst time is when you hop into a bot and it hasn't gotten any kills yet, and your entire loot is like 12k. That's the worst. So, as you can see, the bots like this one don't hop because I guess they assume you're not a PKer until you attack them. So you get a free first kill, and then you should always pray against these ones. These ones that don't have a trident can hit you back, and they actually do pretty good damage. This weapon's really good, the Accursed Scepter. So I tend to pray against them. Now, these dragons, if you're one defense like me, they hurt really bad. So your goal should always be to stand away from the dragons. If you can get them hit by the dragon, it just helps your kills faster. When they're running like this, and you're not catching freezes because they have a really high magic level, you want to try to run at the same time as them. So I wasn't doing it because I get lazy. But if you can stand ahead of them, and when they start running, you run too, it helps make sure that they're not going to get gap against you and you can maintain freezes. Because you will splash. They have pretty good magic defense, especially if you don't have great bonus armor, like up here doesn't have access to much, which is why I like the imbued cape. Okay, so now we're on the part where we're skulled, and as you can see, it's fast, but they instant hop now. Anytime they see you within render distance, they will hop away from you. I knew a bot was here because you can see the dragon's dead, but it already logged out because I'm skulled. Going back, that first kill that I just got, you want to try to target people that are wearing this Accursed Scepter, because you have to risk about 200k just to use it against these dragons. So your average loot against those are going to be at least 200k. Since they don't hop from you when you're not skulled for that very first kill, it's pretty much a good start to your inventory, and it costs no extra time. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm hopping worlds, and I'm standing in this specific tile. This is my favorite spot, which is the southeastern side. The bots will always stand in this tile to attack the dragons here. It's my favorite spot because that's where the bots stand. So you click underneath you while you're hopping. You can just spam click it. And when you hop in, that same tick, since you're spam clicking, the same tick you hop in, you're also trying to attack. If you're using ranged or magic, we're going to go over the spots that I find are easiest to hop into the bots on, and also the spots where the bots tend to be in general. Hopefully there's not more clans. It seems like it is hot right now though, so who knows. Okay, on this east side, I don't even have tiles marked. but people tend to be here. If you can find the right tiles, that might be a good spot for bots. It's always about trying to find where they're standing for most of their kill, because what they do is they attack the dragon, then they stand in a safe spot. And a lot of times, depending on the area, it's the same safe spot. Bots like to be here. I found a lot of bots over there. Like I showed you here, these two tiles, good spot. Okay, going back, so that's have my compass here showing. And then, so yeah, we can see a bot right here. Since I'm unskulled, we can see them, they're not hopping. So this one's not in my marked tiles. As you can see, they're in a range. And that tends to be why I like this spot over here, because there's just the one. Now that bot did hop. See, that's the one spot. That's my favorite spot because they only ever stand there when they're attacking the dragons. And they have two dragons, there tends to be a lot there. This side, I mean, it's harder. Oh, that actually was a good point. When the bots kill dragons, they wait a few seconds before they pick up the loot. So one of the tricks some people do is they like to stand over here in the middle, and there you can see it renders all their little magic spells. You can see the spells, but you can't see the bot yet, which means they can't see you, but see, you can see them hitting the dragon. So some people hop over here, so the bots can't see them, and then when they see the little spell, they know a bot's there. So then they can hop to another world and then hop back, standing underneath them. I tried that. It's a pretty good strategy, but it's a little bit too much thought for me. But one trick though is, when the bots are looting the dragon, they tend to be a little bit less fast about logging out. So if you wait for them to kill it, if you want to wait, I don't know if the time works out right. There's a lot of strategies you could do. I don't know which one's best yet. But if you wait a little bit for the few seconds and they run to loot, sometimes that's enough time you can run into render distance and attack them and hit them before they have time to log out. That's it. So you can see these bots, they're always hopping, right? If you're looking around, you're never going to be able to attack them. You'll see them, it'll make you frustrated because you want to attack them, but they log out too fast. You have to be standing underneath them, or you have to be clicking where you know they're going to be. So the other trick, and it's kind of unreliable because you don't know when it's going to happen. Okay, so that was an example of a bot being able to log out before I could even click him. It happens sometimes. I have really high latency right now. My ping's like 300. Oh, that's a good example for you though. This bot, he didn't log out. If they're getting attacked by a dragon happening to be running around, they can't log out because the dragon's hitting them. So when they log out from a PKer, what the bots are doing is they're logging back into another world. Like obviously, that's how everyone hops. When they log in to the other world, oh no, he's gonna get me. Okay, I need a hop. When the bots log in, you also have enough time, they can't log out fast enough and you can hit them. But like I said, it's kind of unreliable. You never know when they're going to log in. But right now, there's like tons of PKers. So it seems like it's a peak time, or maybe this just happens to be crowded right now. That means there's probably going to be opportunities where the bots log in to escape someone else. You can hit them then, and you'll also be able to get the kill. So to bank, you're just going to go south past the chins, just like the bots do. It's just the fastest route, and then use your glory or something to go to edge and bank. While you're there, I encourage you to check Moss Giants. Get some people training Slayer. Sometimes, sometimes you'll find, like him, I can attack him, 93. So I should. Oh, and he's running. He's scared. Oh, I can attack him too. That's probably a good opportunity. Might as well. Okay, so anyway, you go past the level 30 line. You bank. And, look at your key, say, ooh, got some good loot here, hopefully. If it's right now, you're seeing its peak time, maybe wait a little bit, because it seems like there's tons of PKers right now. Maybe it's hot right now. So this is how you're going to lose your skull quickly so that you can get that little first key sneak attack, because those bots don't suspect you at all when you're not skulled. Go to the LMS casual world. It happens to be free to play, but it's just fine. Don't worry about it. This is the fastest way I've found for me to lose my skull. You hop into it, you join, press casual, and then you hop out, and then it gives you no skull, and it refills your spec bar. So that's fast. That's like only 15-20 seconds, and now you're not skulled again. Right, so the last thing I want to talk about is this guy, Scully. He's in the Ferox Enclave. You can use a dueling ring. It's the most important part is to have loot keys enabled. You talk to him, you pay him like $1 mil, and he'll unlock loot keys for you. And that means when you kill someone, all of their loot goes to a special little key and it doesn't clutter your inventory. And that's really important so that you can get 5 of those per trip, and that's how you can kill so many bots without having such a cluttered inventory. So that's most important. Also, a trick, you can destroy loot keys if you're out of combat. So if you kill a bot that's not worth anything, because if they don't have any kills, they're only worth like 15k. You can destroy that loot key, stay out for longer at the lava dragons if you want to, and have bigger kill trips. Because you can wait for the next kill, because it does take a little bit of time to bank. You can wait till the next kill and stay there and try to get higher value keys. And then lastly, if you happen to stay out there longer, you can also bring a looting bag so that even if you have 5 keys, their loot can still drop on the floor and you can put it in a looting bag for even more loot. Again, these are like nitty-gritty things because you're going to be making money regardless. But yeah, that's basically the last little explanation of everything. Magic gear, you want to freeze them if you come unskulled, and maybe even, I can't tell if you can just be unskulled in general or if you need to be wearing this scepter, but I know unskulled with this scepter, they don't even think of you as a PKer, and you can always sneak attack that very first bot. Other than that, you need to be hopping worlds, knowing where you're going to click so that you can spam click while you're hopping, so that the first tick you log in is also the tick you attack them. And if you do that, if you stand in the right spots, you're going to be able to hit the bots before they can log out. And yeah, try to stay away from PKers. It seems hot right now, lots of PKers out there, so be careful. You don't really need to risk much. I don't risk much except for the ether, about 150k. You get there, I like the Rev Cave teleport. I like to bring an anti-fire precip so that the dragons don't hit me 50s. And yeah, I mean, good luck. Hopefully you get some good money killing these lava dragon bots. There's lots of bots in the wilderness right now, lots of different places. I'm going to try to cover them because I think it's good to kill bots, because I just really don't like how the bots are everywhere. And so if no one else is going to do anything about it, I might as well try to take them out, prevent them from getting their money, and also get some money off of them, because I don't like the bots. I want them gone. And so this is my way of trying to solve the problem. Anyway, have fun out there. Hopefully get a lot of loot, and I'll see you next time.